joining me. Today, our project is going to be, you said it, wrapping this beautiful gem that was given to me as a challenge. Actually given carte blanche. The only rule was that I needed to make it in silver color. So I'm going to be wrapping this gemstone. I believe it's a green agate. Some type of way. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. It's kind of oblong, oval shape, I guess. So it's not very completely round. So it has dents and, different sides to it. So this will be a challenge. So follow along to see what we make out of it. We're going to be using our standard tools. And we're going to be using, I say, 20 gauge silver colored wire. And I'm going to go ahead and use some weaving wire as well. I think 26 gauge will be just fine. What type of weave, I have no idea, but this is what we're going to use. Okay, so it measures about 4.5 inches in diameter. So we're going to need at least that much wire to wrap around it. And we also have to account for the bail that we're going to use to hold the necklace with. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut about 12 inches of wire. So that's what I'm going to use, 12 inches. Let's go ahead and cut 2 pieces to start with. 2 pieces of the 20 gauge, both 12 inches in length. After taking into consideration how thick this gemstone is fairly thick. It would be best to not try to weave it the way I was going to, but instead, I'm going to take both wires and do the knotted method, where I fold both in half equally. One inside the other. Hold this side. Continue to hold this side. See the 2 wires? You hold those as well as this one, and you take these 2 wires and bend them forward. Tuck them inside there and pull. Pull to make a knot. I think this is going to be the best method for wrapping this stone. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. But anyway, there. And now, this is what you should have. Go ahead and open both sides. Now they should be side by side. And we're going to go ahead and make a knot on both sides of the wire and pull. Try to make them even. The knots, try to make them even. Okay, now turn your wire over to the other side. Basically, you continue to do the knot method until you get about 2 inches toward the end and stop. So I've gone ahead and finished making knots into the wire. Now I'm going to take the wire and try to wrap it around the stone. This weirdly shaped stone is thick on this side and thin on this side. So I'm going to try to wrap it. best to just place it down and just take the wire around it like that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Wrap it around like that. It's very slippery. Polished gemstones are very slippery when you're trying to wire wrap them. But basically, this is what it should look like so far. I'm going to take the wire that I just made knots into and then just take my finger and bend in the middle a little bit to curve the wire so it can form a better frame for the stone. So you're basically just pinching the middle, pushing up, pushing into the middle to make a little curve into it. After doing so, it should fit a bit more snugly. And the wire frame should fit more, closely to the stone. Now, you just put your stone to the side for a second. The top 4 wires, obviously they're going to be the bail, so we have to form our bail somehow. All right, let's see here. I'm going to take this end here, this little piece, and just snip it. Tuck and snip. Snip and tuck. Snip that little end right there. Now take my pliers and bend and tuck it in. No sharp ends. No sharp ends. Now I go to the other side and snip the opposite wire. Instead of snipping the wire on the same side, I'm going to snip the opposite side. Okay? So go ahead and snip and tuck. And we're going to tuck it in. Perfect. There we go. So this is what it should look like. Okay, go ahead and pick your stone up and put it back inside the frame. You're going to take one of the 2 wires that are left for the bail and take this wire and tuck it inside here. Okay? Tuck it in there. Get with your pliers and just pull it through. Pull it through there. Pull it. There we go. Alright, so now we have both our wires at the top here. So far, so good. Let's also go ahead and cut our weaving wire. I would generally try to leave it on the spool, but this time I'm just going to cut it off, just for simplicity for me. I'm going to cut 36 inches weave wire. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, let's see, take these 2 together and make one twist to make them close. One full twist. There. Now they're together. Try to straighten them out. Instead of just one twist, let's continue twisting until we get to the top. Just twist. Keep twisting. Twist, twist. Okay, so it's apparent that this little bugger is not going to stay in there. So I've decided to use the weave to help secure it. So what I'm doing now is taking a piece of the wire, making a little half loop like that, and then just tuck it inside, tuck and pull it through, like you're sewing. Got a bend there in the wire. Okay. Just keep on doing that until you have, it looks like that. So this is basically what I'm doing. Now go back through the bottom and pull it up again, pull through. And you do that for the entire frame. There we go. Pull through the bottom there. Make a little loop. So you're making loops all around. Half loops, actually. Pull the wire through, pull it on through, and you just continue until you get all the way around. Make a little half loop there, go under, take the wire under, bring it through, and pull it all the way through while holding your loop. And go through one more time just to secure it. Pull your wire all the way through. And that's what you should have. On to the next side. Okay, I've gone completely around once. Now, I didn't cut my wire, we're still holding it. We just form another layer. Same process. So you just completely go all the way around the same way you did the first time. Can you tell what we're doing? We're making a cage for the back to hold the stone in place better because it's very slippery and it's large and it's oddly shaped. Okay, I've gone completely around, made 2 layers. So let's go ahead and put the gemstone back inside, see what we have, how it's turning out here. So far it's caged in and not going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is continue to close it in. So I've gone ahead and caged the entire back side of it, just to be on the safe side, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I think it's pretty secure now. It's all caged in. So now I can go ahead and snip and tuck. And tuck that little sharp end inside there. There we go. Just go ahead and manipulate the wire around the front of the stone so it can be secure in the front also. Really wobbly stone here. So I'm just going around the perimeter and pressing down the wires to make sure that it holds and looks like it is. So now we go ahead and finish off our bail. Always pull forward first, then go tuck around. This is a little bit harder because I twisted the wires, but I'm gonna go and maneuver it with my hand like I always like to do. Twist it around until I get it to where I need it. Then I'll use the pliers to help me secure it better. There we go. So now just grab your pliers and tuck that little piece inside. Now your bail is secure. And I think we're done. That's how it came out, guys. Yeah, so the back is completely caged, and this rock is really, really slippery and oddly shaped. So it's thick in some parts and thin in others. So it was kind of hard not to completely wrap the back. So that's why I did it that way, so it doesn't go anywhere. And thank you guys for following along. I'll catch you next time.